All right, it has been a minute, hasn't it? It's me, Mila Rose, and I am back. I am going to be doing tarot readings again, and I am so excited, you all. I've really been trying to step my game up, step into all of the goodness, getting all of the great things really going on. And I think I have a much better setup now. Hopefully the sound is better. I'm still working on the lighting though. And I actually have a new camera coming in this weekend. So this will be the last time you get this type of footage, which I think will be great because it'll allow me some space and some room to grow. But hi, it's me, Mila Rose, and we're going to do some tarot readings today. We are going to be focusing, I'm narrowing my channel down. I'm not going to just be doing general signs. I'm also probably not going to be doing all signs unless I get a lot of requests for a particular sign. I'm going to narrow my channel down to focus on Pisces, Libra, and Scorpio, maybe Aries. And this is because I'm narrowing down the focus of what I'm doing so that it's just a little bit more centered, a little bit more controlled. So we're going to be looking at some specific areas. We're going to be looking at success and life purpose. So what can I do to be successful? What can I do to get my life purpose on track? Like, what can I do in my career? What can I do money-wise and abundance and in prosperity? And then, so like a Jupiter reading. I'm going to do Jupiter readings. I'm going to do Venus readings. I'm going to do Mars readings. And then I'm also going to be doing like Mars/Pluto readings. Like, what do I need to transform? What do I need to release? I'm going to do shadow work readings. I'm going to do Libra readings, Pisces readings. And then I'm going to maybe do some, like I said, Scorpio, Aries reading. I'm leaning a little bit more towards Scorpio. Just because like that's where I feel aligned right now. But like I said, you know, if I get a lot of requests for a specific sign or a specific topic, we'll see about that. I'm trying to really lean away from love and relationship readings other than maybe like once a month, just because there's so much more that goes into our lives. And a lot of times, if other stuff is out of alignment in our lives, then that will show up. Like we'll distract ourselves with relationships. I know that's what I do. So I'm projecting a little bit, but that's okay. When like what I really need to be focusing on is going after my life purpose and in achieving my other goals. And as I get that stuff into alignment, my relationship stuff falls into alignment. And as we look at, and I talk more about things like Jupiter and Venus and Mars and how those things come together, Mars and Pluto, how they come together to transform us and to put us where we need to be in life, I think we'll all see how helpful it will be to take a look at that. So we're going to be using the Tarot, the Black and Gold edition. I love this deck. I just got it. I do have some complaints. I don't know if you can see it here, but it leaves like black stains on my hands. So I'm hoping that that'll get better in the next few like uses of it. But for now, we're just going to see how it goes and we're going to hope for the best. So this is going to be the first reading, and this reading is going to be my Jupiter reading. So if you are needing to connect with Jupiter, you're needing to connect with your luck, your abundance, you're needing to know, hey, how do I make my life be super successful? This reading is for you. Everyone has Jupiter in their chart. Jupiter is now, it's at the very end of Aries. It's about to be entering into Taurus. And so this reading is going to be like saying, what is Jupiter saying that we need to be doing at this time to kind of get into alignment and to be our most abundant selves? All right, so we have the Emperor as our first card. And I need to figure out how to make it so you can actually see this. There we go. Okay. So we have the Emperor as our first card. And with the Emperor as our first card, it's letting us know that we need to be taking a look at how we are structuring our lives. Like, do we have a system? Do we have a structure? As you can see, this is really great. We have two rams here. There are rams like all over this. Emperor is the sign as the card for Mars. It's the card for Aries. And this is going to be all about us taking the time to figure out, like, what are the systems and programs in our lives that we need to have in place to meet our goals. So if you have not created like a routine in some way, shape, or form, form, whether that is a morning routine so that you are getting up and you're exercising, or if that is taking a look at those long-term goals and figuring out what's that plan look like for the next week, month, 2 months, 3 months. It's saying, Jupiter's saying we need to take a look at that right now. All right, we've already got our second card out. The Hermit, you guys have got to take a little bit of a break. It's time. Jupiter's like, I need y'all to go sit down. You're doing a little too much. You might be trying to like force yourself out there. And that goes in alignment with that Aries energy. Like Aries is very in your face. It's very much like getting things done. But because of that, like you might, when you don't have a plan and you're just kind of butting your head up against the wall, you're getting really frustrated, and that Mars energy is going to be really, really ramped up, and that's going to keep you from being able to access as much of that Jupiterian energy of luck and abundance, because you're creating barriers to what it is that you want to get to. So you need to take a little bit of a break. You need to slow down. You need to like go within and find out, like, your inner wisdom is here to tell you, and that's all Jupiter. Your inner wisdom is here to tell you exactly how it is that you're going to get from point A to point B. But if you're too busy trying to make things happen instead of listening to that inner wisdom and letting your light then shine out, like you're just not setting yourself up for success. After that, we have the Three of Cups. I think also take a little time to yourself, but enjoy yourself. Have fun. Do the things that make you feel alive. Like, although this is a Jupiter reading, it's giving a lot of that Mars energy. It's giving that, like, it's Aries season. Well, Aries season is over. It's Taurus season right now. But, like, this is the time to be enjoying yourselves. This is the time to be really making sure that you are chasing after the things that you like and chasing after the things that you're interested in. This is not the time for you to be sitting there feeling all sad and sorry for yourself. Like the Hermit is not the card of melancholy or depression. It's the time for going within and seeking wisdom. So once you're like, as you're doing that, find moments to bring yourself joy and to embrace that fun part of life. That's also a very Jupiterian action. So then we have the Justice card. Ooh, and then we have the Five of Pentacles. So Justice is saying, like, this is all reading really well together, because Justice is saying that you will reap what you sow. It's saying whatever you're putting into this is what you're going to get out of this. You have to balance out those scales. Again, if you're sitting here and you're just so caught up in your mind, you're so caught up in the not actually like balancing out your life in having that, like making a plan, having that internal time to review things, going out and enjoying your life and understanding that like there's joy in the moment, in the getting to the point of being there, and then sitting down and finding a way to get a little bit of everything, get a little bit of both, you know, like you really have to balance things out. What we're getting from that is but if you're taking that time and you're doing all of that work, then you will reap what you sow. You will get out of this what you're meant to. Our last card, though, is saying that you may also be experiencing or be thinking that you're on the outside looking in. Like you're watching all these people feel successful. You're watching like, and you might need some help, but you don't want to ask for help. And it's saying that you're really trying to take this out. Like you're trying to do all of this on your own, and you really don't need to. There may be systems, programs, and processes in place that can help you out if you'll take the time to go and seek them. But this may also be your time for just trying to figure this out on your own. The Knight of Pentacles. So you do have a success and abundance coming your way, and it's going to come pretty rapidly. So how do we move past these barriers? What is it that's our next step? Okay, this card is really wanting to come out. The World. All right, the world is your oyster. The world is available to you. It's time for you to make that step. It's time for you to put these actions into place and to do the work, but also to make sure that you're resting and that you're taking time to yourself. Y'all are burning yourselves out, and it is coming up in the cards. We got the we got the Two of Cups in reverse, and the Two of Cups in reverse is definitely saying that if you are focusing more on your relationships than you are on this work that you're supposed to be doing, this is definitely going to be the thing that's kind of standing in your way. And then a Page of Swords is saying In order for us to be able to make that forward progress and to be able to get ahead in things, we have to be able to get our thoughts together. And we need to learn how to be able to express that and communicate that well. So we need to be building a team. We need to be making sure that we're not doing things in isolation and that we're working together and that we're not so focused on just one specific area, but that we're really keeping our eye on the prize here. You see here we have in the Knight of Pentacles that the knight is just sitting on their horse, but they literally only have that one pentacle. That is their one sole goal. That's all they're focused on. Whereas on the Page of Swords, as you see, they're not even looking at the sword. Like, they're so together. They already know that they can focus on, like, relaying that information and the wisdom that they've gained from that time in that hermit mode and in finding assistance or really forging their own path, that they are able to really like put all of that work together. So yeah, I think it's a pretty good reading. I think Jupiter is pretty clear on what it is that we need to be doing to address some of these concerns that we might be having. I think my one last card is I want to pull is, how do we connect to Jupiter's energy? Like, what is our recommendation to connect with Jupiter energy? Okay, we got the High Priestess. Case in point. Like, that's very clear. That's very to the point. High Priestess. We need to go within. We need to tap into that wisdom. We need to tap into our magic. We need to do some shadow work. We need to be, and I'll do a shadow work reading. I might just go ahead and do shadow work readings next. But we need to do a shadow work, and we need to tap into our subconscious and bring those subconscious areas, that black column, into the light, into and move them together, because that's what gives us that ability to move behind the veil that is behind the High Priestess. And then that way we're able to alchemize that energy and use that magic to be able to manifest what it is that we want. So yeah, I think that's a really great first reading for Jupiter. And I'll work on kind of how I design this and what it is that I ask during these readings. But I'm excited to bring out some new information and some new topics. So I will see y'all later. Please put down your comments below on like what it is that you've been working on, what it is that you'd like to know more about Jupiter and working with Jupiter, and how we can use tarot to connect with the planet and the abundance, success, and our life purpose through Jupiter. All right. Thank y'all so much. Have a great one. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.